morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really excited to share some exciting news related to our local chambers of commerce. So I'd like to just kind of give a little background. Last year, and I want to extend my appreciation to our Senate Majority Leader, Andres President, when she answered my request to have our leadership team come and join me here in the Senate District and hear directly from various community stakeholders about the issues that our community leaders and our community members are experiencing, but also opportunities for growth and development. And so one of those many meetings that was had, we talked with our small business leaders through our chambers around what are some of the ways in which we can continue to support small business in New York State, and most certainly here in Senate District 52. And one of the ideas that came up was there historically had been financial support given to chambers to help them in their efforts to also expand and increase workforce development. And so hearing that, I was able to, we're working on the budget, which we passed about a week and a half ago. That was a long journey. And I was able to get this particular investment into our budget. So that is what we are here today to announce. And I want to thank all of our leaders of our chambers from here, who's hosting us today, Stacy Duncan, for your great work in supporting small businesses in York County through the Greater Binghamton Chamber of Commerce. Of course, Bob Haight, who is with the Cortland Chamber of Commerce, and Jennifer Tavares with the Tompkins County Chamber of Commerce are joining with me today to announce that I was able to secure $150,000 in our New York State 24-25 budget, specifically for these chambers to aid in that effort around workforce development. And these funds are helping with job preparedness, also career development programs that is literally taking our dollars and reinvesting it back into our communities, and the chamber is a great partner in that. And so each chamber will receive a total of $50,000 for each chamber. And as I mentioned a moment ago, these funds will be utilized to provide essential occupational and hands-on training for employees, which is vital for ensuring that we have an even more skilled workforce for the many opportunities that exist and the ones that are coming here in our community. And so as I mentioned, these funds are for local workforce enhancement. In addition, these funds can also be utilized for economic development initiatives, and for that I mean resources to help attract small businesses to our community. And again, this was an initiative that was done some time ago, and I'm glad that I was able to bring that back for our community, for our chambers. And so without further ado, I would like to introduce these incredible leaders standing next to me. First, also great leader, and also not simply because she's hosting us. Thank you again. Stacy Duncan, who is the president and CEO of the Greater Binghamton Chamber of Commerce, to share some remarks. Thank you.
Good morning, and just on behalf of the Chamber and the Greater Binghamton community, especially our small business community, I just want to thank you so much, Senator Webb, for this funding. And it's so important, and what's most important is that, when we had the opportunity to tell you about the needs, you were immediately responsive in this, and we're thrilled. And I'm always thrilled to be joined by my colleagues in the region, especially in the 52nd District, Jennifer Tavares and Bob Haight, who you'll hear from in just a few moments. But I think what's important on this is, the Chambers of Commerce in our communities really try to serve as the first responders, especially to our small businesses, and really trying to understand what their needs are, especially when it comes to workforce development, workforce attraction, and workforce retention. And we were able what these needs are, and be that conduit between the small businesses in our community and the Senator's office. And so, we're very excited to put this money to work. Our goals are to identify some of the core critical workforce development needs. Who are those target audiences that we want to work with? Who are those target businesses that we want to address what their needs are? And we look forward to looking at some potential collaborations with our chamber partners. And again, I just want to say thank you so much for your leadership and for supporting our chamber. Thank you. And so now I would love to introduce Bob Haight with the Cortland Chamber.
Thanks, Stacy. There are many reasons for us to be excited about this announcement today. First of all, Senator, thank you again for coming, to listening to us, for recognizing the fact that your chambers of commerce throughout your district are the voice of business, and specifically our small businesses. By providing this funding for the three of us together, the synergies that we're going to have, we already have systems in place that we collaborate, we communicate well together. The programs that were best in one of our communities are going to be shared and are going to be expanded through all of our communities. So that's wonderful work on your behalf. Thank you for fighting for us. We look forward to doing this. Workforce development has become the #1 issue that we talk about with our businesses. Together, our chambers, we're talking about working on a regular basis with over 2,000 businesses, and of course, even more that we're willing to help out in our region. So the fact that you've done this for us, that you've included all of us, it's going to go very well. We want to work for businesses, help them attract, train, and retain their employees. That's #1 concern. And so we appreciate you fighting for us, being there for us. We look forward to the events coming place over the next months. Thanks again, Senator. With that, I'll introduce Jennifer Tavares from our Tompkins County Chamber.
Thanks, Bob, and thank you, Senator. So I'm also just very excited to be here with my neighbors from the Greater Binghamton and Cortland Chambers today to celebrate this important funding that Senator Webb and the state have provided to us for workforce initiatives in our communities. I know you referenced the thousands of businesses regionally that we all represent together. Also, nonprofit organizations and municipal partners are part of our organizations, and oftentimes when we hear about the workforce development issues everyone's experiencing, it's across every industry sector, it's across every type and structure of business, and we're grateful as an organization to be able to play a part in supporting them. Our chamber, and I know the others also have led numerous initiatives in the last couple decades to support workforce and training needs, and this $50,000 really can go a long way and be paired with other funding or other programs and initiatives that we're all participating in to really increase the overall impact of that work that we're doing. So just so grateful to you and your team. I wanted to also commend you for, again, coming and sitting and listening to us and asking really good questions and really hard questions. There's a lot of really wonderful leaders all across the state, but I haven't seen all of them do that the way that you're doing it, and it's seen and it's heard and it's appreciated. I also just would be remiss if I didn't mention, we talked a lot about small businesses. The first thing, a lot of times people don't realize that the vast majority of our members as chambers of commerce are small businesses. A lot of times people associate us with big business or big corporations, but small businesses by and large are the vast majority of our members. For us, it's 70%, over 450 of them. And it just happens to also be Small Business Week, National Small Business Week. And so, given that that's so much of the work that we do and so many of the stakeholders that we're all working with regularly and trying to help ease up just a few of their pain points, of which there are many. It's really, really difficult in this day and age and in New York State, frankly, to be a small business. So every little thing that we can all do together to invest in them and help them be the backbones of our communities, provide good jobs. They make community investments as well. They also give all of our communities a sense of character and help create a sense of place. And those are the things that make people actually want to live here, grow here, bring their families here, go to college here, and bring more businesses here. So their role in the economy really cannot be understated in terms of how important it is. And I look at this as, the beginning of a beautiful partnership. I hope to continue working on that together as all of our counties and as a region, so that we can help small businesses and all of our members struggling with workforce development flourish and do well. So thank you again, Senator. I know we're all so grateful, and
a couple more words to say, so I'll give you back the microphone.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Again, as I said at the top of the conversation, I really, truly want to thank all of you for making time to be with me and my staff. Also, our Senate Majority Leader, Audrey Stewart-Cousins, who again, anytime I have asked, in terms of trying to find ways to continue to grow more equitable investments here in the Southern Tier, she makes herself available. And my colleagues, we all are having similar struggles across this great state, and so that's what makes today's announcement also exciting, because it is a direct result of creating space to listen directly to folks in our communities who are doing the frontline work and finding ways in government to bring resources back to our communities. We know, and I am a strong supporter of small businesses, our business community, because we know that they are our main economic driver for all the reasons that has been said already. So again, thank you all for helping me to continue to do, as I often say, the good work that is benefiting everyone in our community, small businesses, working families, everyone in our community. So thank you all so much for what you do, and now we'll take any questions that media may have.